Hey, what's going on, guys? TalkNorwichCity here, back for another week of the TNC podcast. No guest this week. There was meant to be one. It was meant to be the greatest left back in Norwich City history.
You're throwing him in You're throwing him in.
What, Mark Tierney?
Oi.
Adam Drury was supposed to be here, but he's ill, unfortunately. So get well soon to Adam. He said that he is.
I'm surprised you've chucked him in there, Jack.
Well, he's ill. I'm wishing him.
Okay.
Well.
Get well soon.
He said that he felt like he'd swallowed razors, so I hope he hasn't, because that would be painful.
He'll be alright. He's taken on Cristiano Ronaldo before. If he can boss Ronaldo, he can boss the man flu.
I was meant to have the greatest left back in Norwich City history next to me. Instead, it's the greatest bench warmer in... Who did you play for?
Pouring Down Wanderers history.
Pouring Down Wanderers history. And to be honest, I'm happy with that. Chris, it's quite nice just us two for a while.
You're shaking my hand. That's nice.
Well, we always shake the guests' hands, don't we?
Okay, sure.
So, It's been a little while since we've sat down.
Yeah.
And I tell you what, a lot happened last week.
Yes, a lot.
We've got the agenda here.
So much happened last week.
I've just noticed this. I said, do you want to add anything to it? Because I put this together and then you add things to it. And you've just circled Zimmermann.
Yeah.
We'll get onto that in a bit.
Yeah.
Let's start with the transfer news. By the time this goes out, I think there's only going to be one day of the transfer window left.
Yes.
And we're going to get onto the Twitter questions later, but the general theme of the questions are all transfer related, and they are all surrounding a certain James Maddison. We'll get onto that.
Who is James Maddison? I don't know who he is, actually.
Is he Marcus Maddison's brother?
No, I think his name is actually Marley Watkins. They keep talking about this player. I think it's Marley Watkins.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's well, he made a decent substitute appearance, didn't he?
Yeah, Marley Watkins scored at the weekend, actually, didn't he? 30-yard scream and nutmeg someone and put it in. Really, really good player, actually. Yeah.
Anyway, signings galore last week.
Yes.
Let's go in chronological order with the ins. Mr. Onel Hernandez.
First of all, love the name.
Yeah, brilliant name.
Second of all, looks like an absolute beast.
Brilliant, yeah. Also, don't think I've... First Cuban in Norwich City history, I think.
That is the thing, isn't it? I think that's what they're saying.
I can't think of another Cuban.
Love that.
I really hope when we eventually get promoted, maybe next season, he just whacks out a massive Cuban cigar and smokes it on Waxy Hall
Jumping
balcony.
To some sweeping assumptions there, Jack.
Well, I think we will get promoted, and I'm sure he loves a cigar. Possibly.
I hope he doesn't like cigars.
Only when we win.
Okay. Well, every time we win.
No.
I mean, Angus has a kebab. Angus has a kebab.
You owe Angus 11 Nando's.
Yeah.
And you're not getting out of this.
That's absolutely fine. I've got a plan, actually.
You are going to bankrupt yourself.
I've got a plan.
As you can see, Chris has taken down all of his Norwich City shirts because he's had to sell them to be able to afford Angus's Nando's. And he goes, what was he, whole chicken...
He goes all in.
Sides,
he goes all in. Doesn't mess around.
Refillable drink.
Yeah. Oh, what did he? I tell you what. I'm gonna stitch him up here. Actually, when we went to Nando's, he ordered dessert, right? And I
dessert
think
in Nando's.
Yeah. So the desserts in Nando's are good. You know, there's cheesecake. There's all sorts of things.
I've never had a dessert in Nando's.
Have you not?
No.
Okay, well, but this is the thing. Nando's isn't really a place where you'd go, oh yeah, cracking desserts, right?
Yeah.
So Angus gets his meal, and then he went up to the cashier, the till afterwards, and he went, oh, I'm just going to get a dessert, Revo. I was like, oh, yeah, no problem, mate, no problem. Sat there, on my phone, staring at myself with him, and he says to me, and he comes back, and he's got a takeaway box,
right,
full of chocolate brownies.
Chocolate brownies?
Chocolate brownies. So not only does Angus not love a kebab, he loves chocolate brownie.
How is he so built like an athlete?
Maybe because he's in goal, he can afford to do that.
Yeah. I tell you what, though, if we do get promoted, which isn't going to happen...
Whoa.
Kebab...
Whoa. Hang on, what did you just say? We're not going to get promoted? Okay.
Possibly not.
Hang on, so we just went majorly off track there.
Yeah, we did.
Onel Hernandez.
Now, if you remember...
Yeah.
Let's take about a month back, just over a month back, to Brentford at home. We interviewed a guy after that, and I've forgotten his name. I really do apologise, but he is very well spoken. Can you remember? And he said he spotted a player. He thought it was the striker from Huddersfield at the time, who I've also forgotten the name of. Mm-hmm. But that was in fact Onel Hernandez. Yeah. So this one's been rumbling on for a while. Now he's a winger. He's from Eintracht Braunschweig. I think that's how you pronounce it.
Well done, Jack.
Eintracht Braunschweig.
Did you study language at school?
I failed French at GCSE.
I just skived it.
Oh really? Oh, ours was like compulsory.
Yeah, so was mine.
And you skived it?
No comment.
Poorly educated man. Winger. Quick.
Yeah.
23, I think he is. 24. Yeah. Thoughts?
I don't know. I'm kind of like, I'm somewhat...
1.7 million.
I'm somewhat really excited, but on the other hand, I'm a bit... and obviously you'll be in this camp as well. I've kind of been a wee bit haunted with Yannick, and I know that they
haunted
could be... I just feel like when a player comes in with so much... I don't know, like this Onel geezer, he's turned up, he's got a good rep, okay? He's done well, he's brought some excitement, he's the first Cuban, he's fast, he's pacey, he's well built, and this is smelling a bit like Yannick at the moment. Now, I don't want to paint him with the same brush, but I'm trying to stay calm over these signings. Although there is one signing in particular that I am excited about, which I'm letting myself get excited about, which is Moritz Liedtner.
Let's sticking on Hernandez. We'll get to Liedtner in a minute. This is the sign I'm least excited about because I'll give you. So I think he's going to be a decent player. Do we need another winger? Possibly. Murphy.
There's a real lack of width at the club, especially as Yannick's gone.
Yeah, no, that's true. It just feels like a poor man's Yannick to me.
Mate, I'm sorry, but you've got
built
your Yannick.
The same.
Mate, you've got your Yannick.
Quick.
I've seen you've got your Yannick boxes on today, so of course you're going to say that.
Maybe it's just because I'm still feeling a bit sore after Yannick's departure.
Yeah.
So I really hope Hernandez is going to be good, but I'm not overly excited about that one.
Okay.
Now, Moritz
signed for the most money though.
He did. Yeah.
Interesting. Worth of note.
Yeah, but still not mega money.
Okay.
Low risk signings these.
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah.
Moritz Liedtner. Now this has the potential to be very exciting.
Yes.
This is a man who's won the Bundesliga, been in a Champions League final, has played alongside the likes of Marco Reus, Lewandowski,
Aubameyang.
Okay. I was then going to say, to be fair, Kyle Lafferty played alongside some decent players when he was at Palermo, but
one.
So Liedtner,
yes,
central midfielder type vibe.
Yeah. It stinks of Tommy T.
It does stink of Tommy T. I was then going to say that.
It whiffs of Tommy T, and that's why I'm excited. Wears a cracking beanie.
Does he?
Yeah, big old white beanie.
Okay. You've got to be good to pull a good beanie off.
I mean, you've got to be bold to wear a beanie that could fit 4 heads in it.
Or has he just got a massive head?
I don't know. Oh, we'll find out, won't we?
We will.
But anyway, he seems like a decent guy. He's smiling a lot. But the main thing is as I look at the pedigree, it excites me. It kind of excites me somewhat that he's fallen out of the tree. Yeah?
Yeah.
Because I think he's got a point to prove. I think he's got... he's definitely going to have some fire in his belly. I think he'll definitely want to work under Daniel Farke. And
they have previously worked together.
And by the sounds of things, I think this will be more than a loan. And I think we are kind of almost saying, come on, trust me, after a half season at Norwich, you will want to stay, which is what all footballers do when they turn up at Norwich. They go, I don't want to go, location, nothing's around, not enough money. And then they come to Norwich and they see great Yarmouth Beach and they go, wow, got to stay.
I'm glad you gave a note to Yarmouth Beach, because I'm sure when July is here, Liedtner will be down the arcades having a great time.
I'm sure he will.
I think this is a nice narrative behind Liedtner. Tom Tribal is very similar, very highly rated through his youth years. I think capped at German youth level, wasn't he? And then fell off the rails a little bit. It's the same with Liedtner. The past 2 years, I think it's fair to say, he hasn't played much. He hasn't had much influence. This is his big chance. This could be his career-changing moment. The likes of Dan O'Hagan, who follow German football week in, week out, says, if this man knuckles down, he has the potential to be one of the best players in the Championship.
Look,
if he knuckles down. And that's the big thing, isn't it?
He didn't get into the Dortmund team for just off the back of it. You've got to be a certain type of player. And in some senses, we're kind of playing with that philosophy. Dortmund play some very exciting, close-knit, fast-paced, passing football. Passing is everything. You only have to look at their behind-the-scenes content on Facebook and Twitter to realise... What are you laughing at?
What's this, Dortmund?
Yeah.
I don't watch that. Why would I watch that?
Well, I do.
Right, okay.
Because they're one of the most talented football clubs in the world.
Yeah.
And all I'm saying is they have a massive emphasis on passing. So all I'm saying is Leitner, Ball Stealer, whatever his name is.
Ball Stealer. Wow.
Don't know, just popped it out there.
Yeah. You popped your Ball Stealers right out there.
Yeah.
No.
He's going to be a good player.
Good.
I've got a funny feeling.
It's the same, isn't it, with Tribal? Let's not forget about Marcus Edwards as well, who's coming from Tottenham.
Marcus Edwards, I need to address something.
Okay.
So, what is this about, Daniel Farr? Daniel Farr came out the other day and it did worry me a little bit. It seems like we've been pushed around a bit by Tottenham here. I might be wrong, so forgive me.
Yeah.
Why are we taking a player on with an attitude problem, potentially?
So, this is how I see it. So, I was speaking to Flav from Ball Street, who's a massive Spurs fan the other day, and I said, before we sign him, I said, look, we've got this Marcus Edwards guy, tell me all about him. He said, on his day, has the potential to be one of the best players in the Championship. Very highly rated, called the mini Messi by Pochettino. However, he did say Pochettino has said he needs to grow up and grow up quickly. So it's obvious he signed a fairly new contract at Tottenham. This man is, 19 years old, and he's probably on a ridiculous sum of money because Tottenham wanted to tie him down.
Yeah.
And it's obvious he's got a little bit complacent since then. Norwich have taken him. From what I believe, we're not paying much of his wages, so it's fairly low risk for us.
Okay, fine.
If it doesn't work out, he goes back to Tottenham. It's a fairly low risk thing. We're almost giving Marcus Edwards a chance. However, it is a worry that he's come to a Championship team and clearly hasn't changed much. So
does he play Maddison's position?
He would play in and around that kind of area.
So he's not going to get in the team?
At the moment...
He's not going to get in the team, is he?
No, he probably wouldn't at the moment, no. But it's a nice backup to have when you've got...
Yeah, I just don't really understand it at the moment, to be honest with you, Jack. Seems a bit funny to me.
But
if Maddison gets injured,
it's like Leitner. If Leitner... We could be saying, what a waste of time that was. We could be saying, what an absolute steal.
Yeah.
It's the same with Edwards. He could not change his attitude. Okay. It could work. But it does seem that Farke feels like he likes to kind of bring players on and turn their careers around a little.
Yeah, I'm always a wee bit funny about loans. Glenn Roeder has scarred me. With regards to loans, they've always not been the best for Norwich City, in my opinion. I think obviously a glowing example of a loan is Darren Huckabee and Crouchy, but apart from that, Ryan Bertrand was one of the only loan signings that Glenn Roeder made.
Angus
where
Gunn,
I was particularly
he's
happy
been a decent loanee.
Well, ridiculously good, arguably the best since Huckabee. But for me, I always raise questions. I always think if you're coming out on loan, you've got to be proving a point, and I don't know, just a bit.
You've got to be of a
cautious.
certain build, haven't you, to make a loan deal work?
I think so.
And the club has also got to give decent opportunity to them players.
I hope he smashes it.
Yeah. The other signing, I'm calling him Big D because I'm.
Whoa!
Because I still haven't nailed the pronunciation of.
You're gonna call him
surname.
Big D.
Yeah.
Are you sure you want to call him Big D?
Yeah.
Someone's definitely going to clip that up and post it on Twitter, aren't they?
You try to pronounce Dennis's surname.
Dennis Sir Bennyber.
Sir Benny.
Yeah, Sir Benny.
It can be Sir Benny.
I think we're actually going to call him Sir Benny.
Now, the only person I've seen... I can't be... Rob Butler did tweet out how you pronounce it.
Srebeni.
It's something like that. Dennis.
Can we just call him Sir Benny?
We'll call him Dennis for now. So we brought Dennis in.
Hang on, can we think of a chant quite early doors?
Oh, if we're talking chants, there's been some great chants.
Go on then, crack them out then.
I've already sung one on a video from, was it last Wednesday or something?
Why not call me have round two?
People despise my singing voice.
What's the issue with that?
Well, I don't want to put them through the pain of it.
Okay, fair enough.
If you want to see the chant, go back to the We've Made 3 Signings in 1 Day video. You haven't watched it, have you?
Of course I have. I watch all the content.
You haven't seen that on my chant?
Of course I have. I just want to hear more.
I want to hear more.
Anyway, Sir Benny.
Sir Benny. This one excites me most. More than Leitner, more than Hernandez. I really feel a story brewing here. I love a narrative.
He didn't smile, did he?
Do I care?
Okay.
This man clearly has an attitude, and an attitude to score goals. Come in from SC Paderborn, 3rd division of German football, 9 goals in 15 games this season. This man
I love the
reeks of goals.
By the way, congratulations to Norwich City Football Club, because this is what your marketing has done. This is what your culture shift has done. We've got Jack Reeve, TNC, talking about how a player from the German Division League 3 is born to score goals. Well, look, I hope you're right.
I love a target man.
Right, I'll tell you one thing that I noticed.
What's this?
And it seriously makes me think, player.
Right, okay.
Presentation picture
Yeah.
is by the squat rack.
Yes, I did see
And
that.
what were the two possibly most recently used weights as they were on the outside of the rack?
I don't know. Didn't look that close.
Tell you what they were. 20 kg.
Were they? So
I've got a funny
he's
feeling that
60s.
I think he probably squatted 100 kg for 4 or 5 reps and then had the presentation picture. I've just got this feeling. He looked like it as well. He looked like really pumped.
This just looks like a man who he's going to score a 90th minute winner against Ipswich and just
my Lord.
headbutt an advertising board or something.
And I'm fine with that. I'm so fine with that. And I'm sure Ben Tunnell in the marketing team will be fine with that.
I mean, this one really excites me.
What, Jack? Does it actually excite you? Or are you telling yourself it excites you?
Who's been one of your favourite players this season, except for Maddison and Gunn?
Tom Tribal.
Who's the man?
No, Cristoph Zimmermann.
Zimmermann, 4th division German player, something to prove, gets the culture. Big D gets the culture. He squats heavy, you like that.
Yeah.
And he score goals. He's probably going to be useless and we'll come back to this.
No, I think he'll be a good player.
But I'm excited about Big D.
Yeah.
Now let's talk about outs. Todd Cantwell has gone on loan to Fortuna Sittard. Now, I just think Norwich have gone, what team closest to us, plays in yellow and green, and sent him there. Dutch team, 2nd division.
When Mystic Manson said, have you seen who Todd's gone to? At the time we were actually, funny enough, in the gym. And he pronounces Fortuna Sittard. And I was like, what? Who?
Yeah, I've never heard of them either.
But fair play.
Yeah.
But fair play.
Yeah.
By the way, is Michia Fitti back? I just randomly thought that.
Michia Fitti.
Where is he?
I don't know.
Because he went out to Iceland, didn't he? On tour.
No, was that
in his
Michi?
summer holidays? Yeah, it was.
That was a brilliant loan deal.
It was. But anyway, Todd, best of luck.
Talking about Michia Fitti,
friend of TalkNorwichCity.
Find Effity. Find Malumbu has resurfaced. Did you see my tweet?
Yeah.
Favorited the tweet.
Well, obviously.
Yusuf,
why wouldn't he?
The Kilmarnock Hall of Famer.
Yeah.
Is loving TNC content.
Don't blame him.
So Todd Cantwell made his debut at Chelsea, was brilliant.
Really like the look of Todd Cantwell. I just think
he looks like a baller.
Yeah, it's not just. I was going to say it's not just the Barnet. I think that he has a similar style of play to Maddison.
There is something about him.
I think that he does definitely need to go out on loan, and I absolutely wish him all the best. And I sincerely hope that we see him playing in yellow in the next couple of seasons. I really do.
For Fortuna Sittard.
Definitely
for Norwich. No, I love these kind of really random loan deals. Just can really get behind them. I just love these random signings at the moment. Big D, SC Paderborn.
Seriously, you cannot call him Big D. It's Sir Benny.
Okay, Sir
you
Benny.
can't. I mean, look,
Sir Benny is when he scores against Ipswich.
Jack, we're going to have to put a PG rating on this podcast if you carry on calling him Big D.
Harry Toffolo has gone to Millwall.
Disappointed with that.
Really?
Yeah.
Why?
Getting
in the seats above Jamal Lewis.
Not disappointed. Just I'm just a bit sad about it because I feel like I said it and got slated for it, but completely still hold the opinion that Toffolo should have been playing over Martin Olsson 100%, because Toffolo wanted it for Norwich City. I believe that he had a very.
I remember that argument. That's a throwback.
He had a very good loan spell at Scunthorpe, and I thought for me he should have been playing over a player that didn't want to be at the football club and was dragging everyone else's attitude down. Toffolo,
and that was his first loan deal at Scunthorpe.
Yeah. So
and Swindon, he done well as well.
Okay, well, exactly.
Yeah. No, I'm just backing your point.
Good. I'm just a bit sad because obviously he's one of those players that obviously won the FA Youth Cup. Again, just to use that word, it stinks of your mate in Luton, Cam McGinn.
Now at
Barnsley.
No, he's gone on loan to, I think, Scunthorpe.
Okay.
I think
weird.
Scunthorpe.
We just mentioned Scunny, didn't we?
Yeah, let me have a look at that. He did. That was.
So I think look, Harry Toffolo's got all the potential. And by the way, I really wish Harry Toffolo well. Don't get me wrong. I think that Jamal Lewis is an absolute beast. And by the way, have you seen the size of his legs? I just need to mention it again.
He's squatting.
I mean, he's doing some serious. No, Jack, get with it. Leg extensions.
Oh, really?
Serious leg extensions there.
Okay.
I think, people say like you shouldn't skip leg day.
That's all he does.
I think he just skips. I think he skips every day and just does leg day. He's definitely doing legs every single training session.
They're impressive.
I mean, for anyone me and Jack keep saying this, and we're genuinely not actually taking the piss. Look at the Norwich City Twitter account. Look at their recent post of Jamal Lewis. I'm actually worried that he's not going to pass like his drugs test or something. I think people are going to question it.
I think Norwich, the marketing team, if you're listening, just make the header Lewis's leg. A close-up of his leg.
Okay.
For like one game.
Yeah. Okay. Anyway, away from his leg.
This does raise a good point because the FA Youth, not Lewis's legs.
Okay.
Of the FA Youth Cup winning side, just 2 of them players remain on the Norwich City books and kind of won. The Murph, Josh Murphy, and Carlton Morris is currently out on loan at Shrewsbury. Now, we've let go of McGeehan, Toffolo.
Yeah.
Who else was in that squad?
I think it's the system.
Cameron Norman, Cameron King, not Kings Lynn.
I think it's the system and the club culture as opposed to those players not being good enough.
Yeah, and I don't think it helped that we were in the Premier League for the majority as well.
True, very, very true. But look, you've had some, obviously Josh and Jacob have come through from that team and done very well. And we have got some money for the rest of them. So.
You do wonder though if we were to win the FA Youth Cup now being in the Championship and with the current setup with Webber, you do feel like a lot more of them players would then go
100%.
And I think that was a thing under McNally and Adams and Houghton. That progression from academy to first team wasn't there.
Just didn't even exist.
It didn't exist.
Yeah.
And that's something we had to get right.
Yeah.
And I feel like it's starting to improve now with Lewis coming through and Cantwell and Aston Oxborough and players like that. So happy days.
Yes.
We've been chatting for over 20 minutes and we haven't yet got on to the fantastic win that was Brentford.
Oh,
what a brilliant game.
What a win.
Yeah, what a great win.
What a win.
It's nice, isn't it, sitting here talking about it?
I just need to do this because I did this last week and it got some reaction. Boom!
Why did that get clipped up? I did see something.
Don't care, but I love it. What
Every time Maddison scores.
Should we just do that from now on? Okay.
By the way, this audio is horribly distorted.
Sorry if you're listening on iTunes right now. Boom! There you go. Clip that up and use it every time Maddison scores. We need to talk about that. I need to write this down. You carry on talking.
Maddison did score at the weekend, and I'm...
Oh, you know what? Sod it. Let's just talk about it now. Everyone has given me... Sorry, I say everyone. There's been a lot of closet Arsenal fans and Darren Huckabee.
Okay.
Yeah? And time after time, I come out and I say, believe the hype. Maddison is a fantastic player. Maddison is a Premier League player. Maddison is skillful. He's talented. He's up and coming.
What was the quote that annoyed people, though?
Don't care. Just push that aside a minute.
Okay.
I'm fine with it. I still stand by that opinion, by the way.
No, I know you do.
Yeah, good. Fine, cool. Again, I loved it at the weekend when Maddison scored. Just loved it. I'm so smug.
And the people that don't like your comments, you can tell that they probably don't like it even more now.
Yeah, they hate it. They go really quiet when they know that I'm right about Maddison week in, week out.
But he is a very special player, isn't he?
Of course he is. And you know what I enjoyed the most? Shout out to Mr. Huckabee, who caved into admitting that Maddison was a ridiculously special player and carried the Norwich City attacking line. Correct, Mr. Huckabee, but I think you should stop saying such ridiculous things.
Oh, Mr. Reeve.
What? It's fine. It's just a bit of banter, as he says.
I think an interesting thing is the Chelsea game and the Sheffield United game.
Yeah.
Maddison really struggled.
Yeah.
And you did start to think, is he playing too much?
No.
Does he just need a break?
No.
But he comes back with this, and you just think that's another bow to his
string to his bow.
Multiple strings on that lovely bow of his, and that Brentford goal was another one.
My God, I mean,
I think that was his best goal in an Norwich shirt.
Okay, jeez,
really? Been a lot, yeah.
Not his most important, mind. Ipswich.
Very important. I mean, well,
not as important, but don't get me wrong. Okay, we'll talk about the goal in a minute. First of all, I'm going to do something quite hipster, and I'm not going to credit
You're
Maddison.
not hipster.
I'm not going to credit Maddison.
Oh, right.
I'm going to start off by crediting close Zimmermann. Actually, not close because it was a scuffed pass. Zimmermann charging up the pitch, pressure, wins the ball back, and then unlocks that opportunity for Maddison. And that is what we've missed.
I'm very tactically aware of you. That was lovely.
Thank you.
We're bringing real insight this week.
For once, we're bringing insight.
Just about.
Anyway, that pressure is what we've lacked all season. We're not getting close enough to that forward line. We started to do it. And by the way, before I absolutely...
Because, that's an interesting point, actually. Let me just back
hang
you,
on.
let me back your point up.
Okay,
that
go on.
defence was very high.
Yes.
Done.
Great, thank you. Before I talk about how ridiculous that goal was, we need to think of some words for that goal. You think of some words for that goal whilst I compliment Nelson Oliveira. What good game from him at the weekend?
Disagree.
Whoa! What?
Didn't score. He's on the pitch to score goals.
Oh, Jack, come on. He was brilliant.
Was he?
He was brilliant. He did everything but score.
Brilliant. That's like me saying to you...
Don't be so black and white with me. We're on a positive streak here, Jack.
No, I just want to bring
Stay
you back
with me,
down.
bro.
That's like me saying to you, you've done everything at work except do your job.
No, it's not.
No, it's exactly like that.
No, it's not. It's like saying you've done everything at work apart from collect the printout.
Well, I want the printout.
No, it's not, because you can send things digitally now, Jack.
I don't.
So Nelson Oliveira...
I want a hard copy.
No.
I made the printout. I went to work. I've done my thing. I delivered the goods. Nelson Oliveira turned up to work.
Yeah?
And didn't do anything.
Wrong. Oh, God, you fired me up there.
No, on a serious level, though.
So much, Jack.
I'm not convinced about his attitude.
Oh, come on, Jack. Don't moan about his attitude after that game.
If it wasn't for Maddison's piece of magic
Agreed.
that we've seen so often this season,
Agreed.
5 match-winning goals,
Agreed.
4 of them in 1-0 wins.
Agreed. I'm not disagreeing with you
We
there.
would be about 19th place if it wasn't for Maddison.
Okay.
Nelson Oliveira isn't scoring goals.
Okay.
His job is to score goals.
Okay.
Is he contributing to the overall general play?
Yes.
No, he's not.
No, you're so disgustingly wrong
not.
there. Mate, he did very, very well at the weekend. You talk to any of the Norwich City journos about his performance at the weekend and they will agree with me. Sorry, mate.
I'm not...
Okay,
Look,
football.
Look,
Football,
I want to see the goods. If he's not scoring goals, he's not doing his job.
Okay, Nelson,
Because
if you've
he's
heard
not
that.
contributing, especially at home.
Okay, anyway, Maddison, shall I get you back on my team again?
Yeah. Big D will contribute, and he's just what we need. That's why I'm excited. Holds the ball up, bring people in. Oliveira doesn't do that. We'll continue. We will agree to disagree on that one.
Okay, sweet. Maddison.
He's lovely.
Filthy goal.
Yeah.
I mean, what other words can we use
You know
to
what?
describe that goal?
You know what the thing that really got my juices flowing the most?
Raunchy, succulent. I mean, that goal honestly was disgustingly good. Like, honestly, like...
The technique of
I believe the 14-year-old kids use a word called sick. It was a sick goal, wasn't it?
It was a radical goal.
Radical.
It
Just
was revolutionary.
It honestly took my breath away when I saw that. Mate, it took my breath away. He nutmegs someone and then puts it top in.
So I was, I didn't go to I was really annoyed actually because I was in London and I was going to be in London and I somehow missed out on tickets. I didn't even realise they'd gone on sale.
Right.
I went onto the Norwich website and they were sold out.
A part-time supporter.
Oh, completely, mate. This season I haven't done as many games as I should have been doing. No, actually I've done quite a few.
Yeah.
But I was in a pub in Chelsea.
Yeah.
Playing Scrabble.
Oh my God. We're going to get so many comments saying we're middle class now, Jack.
With Gillette Seca. It wasn't actually that.
Gillette Seca?
It was BT score thing.
Are you from Sifrika?
And Mark Pugac was on the telly and he was like, there's been a goal at Brentford. And I was like, there's been a goal at Brentford. It's Maddison. And I was like, come on. And my Scrabble things fell on the floor.
Oh no.
Yeah. I won though.
Well, Maddison, you need to apologise for messing up his game of Scrabble.
I laid roti, R-O-T-I, on a triple word. And that won me the game.
Right, okay. Anyway, to bring it back, Maddison.
The best thing about that goal, the nutmeg, he knows the player's there and he's not even looking at him. He's like an owl. He can see
the whip.
things.
It's the whip for me. The whip was so good.
In the words of Maddison, Whip City.
Whip City Whip City.
He took a first-class single to Whip City, and he never returned.
Whip City. Whip City. Boom!
Let's talk about the defence, because I tell you what...
hang on.
I tell you what, you laughed at me the other week
for
saying Grant Hanley, future Hall of Famer. He is...
hang on.
Taking steps towards that.
Hang on. We just need to close off on Maddison. Because we've praised him. But as Norwich fans now know, we are all responsible now for keeping Maddison at this club.
He's crap.
Okay. Good.
Yeah.
Good. See what we did there? So look, if you're listening to this, from now on until the end of the window, no one tweet anything positive about James Maddison. If he scores, pretend it was Marley Watkins.
Talking about that.
That is the way to keep him at this club at all costs. And by the way, my tweet is completely factual. I have indeed swapped my phone for Stuart Webber's, and it is indeed an old Norwich City Nokia, and he will not be receiving any more calls for James Maddison in this window.
Did you put a SIM card in it?
No.
Good. Talking about Marley Watkins,
yeah.
I saw Jack Holmes tweet the other day. He was listening to Five Live. Someone phoned up and was saying, Maddison's really struggled the last couple of weeks. He's off form. He's overrated. Marley Watkins is the man to look for. Outrageous, good pace, good cross.
Amazing.
And they were all getting on board with it.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Was that an actual thing?
Yeah, on Five Live.
Who did that?
Some Norwich fan. I'm not sure who it was. Jack Holmes tweeted it though.
Can someone tell us who that Norwich fan was on Five Live? Massive credit. Anyway, let's quickly get away from Marley Watkins.
Let's leave Whip City and let's go to the coordinates of Grant Hanley's head. His head is everywhere.
The guy is just, again, he's just delivering. It's just, I've run out of complimentary words for him.
Do you feel we get a bit carried away when we win?
Yes, definitely.
And are you okay with that?
Look, after this season, I don't care. You've got to celebrate the wins while you're up.
No, I agree.
Because if we lose at the weekend at home, I'm going to be miserable as sin, so I may as well enjoy a podcast after we've won.
That's the thing, like, I do always say to myself, because I want to bring people genuine, kind of balanced opinion.
Do you?
However, when we win, I'm like, I just really want to celebrate this.
I don't. I think it's important that we all go on the emotional roller coaster and just enjoy it, because that's what we're here at the football for, right?
But then you could also...
That's what you're here for anyway.
What am I here for?
Well, if you want to be here to contribute a levelled out neutral opinion, that's fine, but that's not what I'm here for.
But
you might need to sack me to do that.
So you often say, why are people so negative? They could say that they're just,
why are you so positive?
Well, yeah.
Okay, yeah, and they do. Happy days.
Yeah, cool.
Defence.
Yeah.
Hanley, beast from the east. Zimmermann.
He's not actually
beast
from the east, I don't think.
Can we just say he's from the east?
Okay.
I mean...
Oh, I suppose he's now in the east.
Yeah.
Beast in the east.
Yes. Beast from the Anglia
region.
Trying to plug there. Didn't work. I mean...
ITV Anglia was formerly of Time Tees. There we go. There's the ITV plug. ITV Anglia every night, 6 o'clock for your best regional news programme.
And weather reports. Zimmermann, what a player.
I love him. Captain. Make him captain.
Honestly,
and that's controversial because we love Pinto. But this man gets it.
I just want to cry.
Oh.
He is everything that...
He is clean, mate.
He is everything. Just look at the camera so someone can screenshot that. He is the player in every sense of the term that Norwich City need. Zimmermann or Hanley 100% deserve the captaincy. And next season, I bet you one of them does get it.
I bet you. Do.
Not discrediting Pinto because he does do everything right. He
Except for getting out of his car.
Oh my God.
Now that is a talking point.
Great point.
Falling out of his car? How do you fall out of your car?
I don't know.
Get a Fiesta so you haven't got to step down.
I think Range Rovers have a little extra bit.
Well, don't have a Range Rover then.
Well, yeah.
Stupidity.
Love Ivo. Love him.
I'm sorry, mate. Falling out of a car? How is that even possible?
Go on, keep going. You're furious.
If you're going to get a nice car, get like a Lamborghini, so it's low down.
Okay.
So you can't fall out.
Let's make this positive. Harrison Reed comes in for Pinto. And my bloody God.
You just Chris Wilded it up right there.
Ginger Pele, the new Ginger Pele. He does everything right. Scholesy Pele, whatever we call him.
His birthday.
Happy birthday, Harrison Reed. What a job he did at the weekend, right?
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong. He was skinned a couple of times.
Yeah.
But considering it's not his position, I thought he did really, really well.
And it's a hell of a lot better than having Tete right back, I'll tell you that.
No comment.
I'll tell you that for nothing. And when David Freezer tweeted from the presser last Friday that it's got to be either Tete or Reed at right back against Brentford.
Did you say a prayer?
I just thought this reeks of when Whittaker had to play central midfield.
Yeah, I remember
Brentford.
you tweeting that. Yeah.
And that was not pretty.
It was horrendous.
It really wasn't pretty.
Poisonous.
Whittaker, I wonder how he's getting on.
No, why have we... Let's not talk about Whittaker.
Mario Vrancic.
Yeah.
I saw you give him praise on Twitter.
When?
After the game. You
Whose Twitter
messaged
account are you
our
reading?
friend Carl, who got his shirt and said, fair play to Mario, getting better.
Yeah, he is. I personally think, look, I'll grill them when they're not playing well, and I will praise them a lot, probably more than I grill them, when they play very well. And I think at the moment, Mario deserves a bit of credit just because he did start, and I'm sure by his own admission he will say that he started poorly. He's had to adapt to the English game. He's found it harder than most, and I just thought it was worth saying. I do think he's improving. Don't get me wrong. I don't think he's started at the same level as the others, but I think
he started from the bottom.
They're not all. He started at the bottom. Now he's in. I don't think all of these pot shot gambles that we're doing in the transfer market. I don't think they're all going to come off. No. I think we are going to have the odd Mario Vrancic that starts slowly. But who's to say the next season Mario Vrancic isn't our key player?
Yeah, and that's a good point actually regarding these transfers. I do think 1 in 4 will flop because we are signing players from low divisions on low wages,
but a small price to pay.
Exactly, it's low risk with the potential of ridiculous high reward.
Yeah, exactly.
What if Big D bangs in 10 goals from now until the end of the season and we sell him for
Sir
10
Benny?
million? Lovely.
Sir Benny.
Marley Watkins made a little cameo. Is he back in the plans of Daniel Farker? Just putting it out there.
Oh, someone's going to clip that up as well, aren't they? Oh, God. I don't think so.
Put you on the back foot with that one. You've definitely played a straight back to that.
I don't think so.
No?
There's clearly been a little fallout, hasn't there?
Well, there's been an offer from another club.
IDK?
No, Michael Bailey released it.
Okay, fine.
Exclusive. Michael Bailey's the man to ask on that.
I think Marley seems like a really decent guy. I think that he's just been one of these players that, haven't had the best of starts. Again, you're not going to sign a player and they're going to smash it straight away most of the time, in my opinion. I think it always does take time to bed in. For me, I think Watkins has been a bit of a Jacob Butterfield. I'm fine with saying that. I really am. Marley Watkins has been spotted at a local gym doing extra hours in there.
That's good.
And that's good because it shows that he wants to work hard or he wants to transfer to a potential club. You could view it however you want it. I can't really comment. Really.
It's like one of this. You should have just used the Alan Partridge gif when it's like, I don't really care.
Yeah. What I will say is there's been a lot of, as always, discredit and disrespect to the transfer policy when bringing in these new German boys and Cuban, and saying, we need to sign proven, experienced championship players to get out. Okay, well, let's just look at that then. Let's just dissect that comment. You look at players like Watkins and Husband with championship experience, right? And then you look at Tribal, Vrancic. Give me more.
Zimmermann.
Give me more.
Gunn.
Okay, yeah, Gunn. Let's put him in the mixer as well. So these are players that... So for me, I think that opinion is wrong. I do think it's wrong. I think by doing this with a lot less money is a hell of a lot more effective than doing this. So look, I'm frustrated for Marley Watkins because I think that we do lack width and we do need a player there. but he clearly just doesn't fit in the system. And what
I think that's the thing, isn't it? He doesn't fit in the system.
What we don't know as Norwich fans is how is Marley doing on the training pitch, and clearly in the eyes of Daniel Farke, not enough.
Right, my favourite time of the week.
You do love this time of the week, don't you?
I really do. It's Twitter question time, and once again, I tell you what, like, on a serious level now, you guys are brilliant.
Yeah, love the questions.
We sit
love
here
it.
and speak utter nonsense week in, week out, and you still take time out of your evening to tweet us nonsense.
My missus actually watched the Jake Humphrey podcast.
That's kind.
It is, and
watched it or listened?
Watched it.
Nice.
Yeah, and her response was, "How the hell do you have X number of people watch you for over an hour talk absolute nonsense?" And I said, "Well, I don't know.
No, I don't.
We just love the game, don't we?"
They love the game. Let's start with the big question.
Yeah.
Why does Chris look like one of the Proclaimers?
Oh, I would walk.
I tell you what, that is a good shout. Which one do you think you look more? This one.
Walk 500.
Do you know the name of them?
Is to be the man who walks 1,000 miles before the...
That's going to be clipped as well.
Da 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 da. I'm fine with it. Proclaimers are decent.
Yeah,
Happy
no,
with that.
they were. Yeah,
Happy
and I
days.
tell you what, the glasses are quite fashionable.
On
I
point.
like your glasses actually. I do
Thank
like
you.
your glasses.
Cheers, Jack.
But he then says, Scott Dack, on a serious note, how much would you realistically pay for Angus Gunn? Thanks, Chris. Scott.
Yeah, cheers,
Good
Chris
question.
Scott.
No, his name's Scott, not Chris Scott.
Oh, sorry. Cheers, Scott. Oh, God.
Scott.
Well, he did
Good
say...
on, boy.
Okay. How much would I pay for Angus Gunn?
Actually, before you answer, Nick then comes in and says, would Chris walk 500 miles to sign Gunn on a permanent deal?
Yes, I would certainly do that. I
Would
think
you?
a lot of Norwich fans would.
So you'd walk 500 miles?
To sign Angus Gunn. Yeah, 100%. If you said to me...
You'd have to take a lot of time off work for that.
Look, if you said to me... If Webber says to me, look, Chris Revo...
Imagine if that comes up on Sky Sports.
you
Angus Gunn signs for 500 miles of Chris Reeve walking time.
Yeah, I'm fine with that. I would do it. For the sake of the club, I would walk 500 miles for Angus Gunn to sign...
But you've got to sing the Proclaimers the whole way.
Oh, that would be hard. But I would. Meet Gunny. I'd meet Gunny in Scotland on the way there. What was the question?
How much is he worth? I want this in one word answer.
So, it's so hard.
Well, no, you've just not answered my question.
What is Angus Gunn worth? But I'm biased. I'm disgustingly biased. It's a lose-lose situation because obviously I want the club to pay as little as possible. But I think he's worth a lot of money.
I think 25 mil.
Already?
Yeah. I know that we are slightly biased.
English.
But
breaking into the English first team.
Good. And my mate Adam, who's a Brentford fan, WhatsApped me after the game and said, you do realise how good Angus Gunn is. And especially, and I think we haven't noticed this as much, under a cross. Has he dropped the cross all season?
Nope. And that is exactly what John Ruddy does.
But for Norwich, probably worth about 5 million, I reckon.
Yeah.
If that. Willemot!
I don't think we compliment Angus Gunn enough, actually.
You definitely do.
I think I should do more.
That's like saying you don't compliment Maddison.
No,
enough.
I refrain so much from complimenting Angus because obviously everyone's going to say I'm biased.
Willemot! Back in the game. Has he got a new header? He's got another new header. The man is on fire.
He just keeps delivering week in, week out, lawns.
Oh.
Go on. Read it.
His latest...
Go on.
You know what?
Go on.
This man works so hard. His latest job...
Yeah.
He's only got the stumps to go, and then he's just got to rake and seed his latest patch. Look at this. He's taken all of that out.
That is a lovely patch. He's transformed it. Oh, wow. That's some lovely patchwork.
And look, 4 days ago, it was time to get rid of this 1980s conifer bed.
Conifer beds are bad.
And especially the 1980s ones.
Yeah, they are tough, to be fair.
And you know what? Willemot is making a lot of money out of this, because he's got a hospitality seat.
Hello, girls. You know what that is, all of the plugs that we're giving him. By the way, right.
Actually...
You know what? I'm going to say this now. I'm going to say it live on the podcast, because I'm at the end of this.
Right.
Willemot, this is your formal offer. You have been given the opportunity to sponsor TNC, main sponsor.
Discounted.
discounted, yes, main sponsor. I'm tired of giving you plugs.
Have you seen his question?
No, I haven't, no.
I'm thinking of sponsoring a player next season. Which player would match our business? I'm thinking Zimmermann. Strong, good value.
No.
For the long term.
Right.
I love Willemot.
Right, Willemot. First things first, yes, sponsor a player.
No, sponsor us.
Yeah, but sponsor a player as well. He's clearly got the money.
The guy's balling off taking out 1980s conifer beds.
I'm...
Willemot, can I come and work for you? I want to take out stumps with you. I want to ride on your lawnmowers.
Oh, God.
I do. Look.
Oh, wow.
It's a dream job.
Right, anyway, oh, God, I'm done. I think I'm done.
Anyway,
right,
what player suits his business best?
I think you should invest in TNC.
Willemot, let's talk.
Yeah. Next question.
Norwich City Central, James Maddison 17-18 season or Bradley Johnson 14-15 season in which he scored 15 plus goals. Who was better?
I don't...
Interesting.
I like the question. It's a good question. So thank you, Norwich City Central. I think that it's too early to judge. Not copying out the question. I do think it's too early to judge because, first of all, Maddison's got to play both derby games. And second of all, I believe you can make that judgment at the end of a season. For me, already, I think Maddison is eclipsing Bradley Johnson in terms of the important goals, the vital goals, the match-winning goals, the magic moments.
I think this question can be broken down in two ways. Who's the better player? It's obviously James Maddison by a country mile. I don't think Bradley Johnson was actually that technically gifted. I don't think he was great.
He had one amazing season.
But that Bradley Johnson season of 14-15 was incredibly influential. If it wasn't for him, we wouldn't have got promoted. You almost do look at our team at times and go, if we had a Bradley Johnson in the middle, what could be?
Yeah.
So both great seasons.
Yeah.
If Maddison flops from now until the end of the season, it's still a hell of a season.
Yeah.
But Maddison's...
You mean Marley
the
Watkins?
better player. Marley Watkins, yeah. In 5 years' time, who will be better, Angus Gunn or James Maddison?
Jeez, that is a toughie. Again, not to cop out, I actually think that they will, A, both be in the Premier League.
100%.
100%. And I think...
With us.
I think, B, they will also both be in the England side in 5 years' time. I think they'll both be in the England side.
Agreed.
Yep.
Alex Parfitt, how much further can we progress as a club by signing 3rd Division German players?
Good question. Alex Parfitt. Good question. We interviewed that chap actually. I remember
it's
it now.
nice board.
Don't know. How far can we, Jack? How far can we?
How far can we go?
I don't think it's sustainable.
It's
after the first season in the Premier League, in my opinion,
no,
because it gets to the point, and Huddersfield are already having to cave into it with the signing of Alex Pritchard.
Yeah.
I believe that if they do stay in the Premier League next season, they will sign bigger players on bigger money that are more experienced from better teams. I think it's the natural progression. But to start from complete scratch and to rip the whole team out and start again, I think it's a bloody wise move that we've done. It's cemented us as a guaranteed mid-table championship side.
brilliant.
Guaranteed.
Yeah.
Guaranteed. That's our ground base, right? Which is why it was so disgusting where we were back then. But anyway, we won't speak about that. To answer the question, I think for me, after your first season in the Premier League, you've got to reassess. But you've also, you look at the manager as well. Because the manager will be thinking, okay, well actually now I want to be signing players from the Bundesliga.
Yeah.
Right?
Well, I
one.
think that's the natural progression, is that I think, to answer your question, Alex, I think we could definitely get promoted with this current transfer policy. I really like it.
Agreed.
But you're completely right. How far do you go with this? I don't think the policy changes. I think the scouting network we've got is good. But like Chris says, instead of signing second and third division German players, you would sign Bundesliga players.
Yeah.
I just think it's... But I like the system in place.
Yeah, me too.
And the progression of youth would come through. So Todd Cantwell will be 2 years further down his development. Aston Oxborough will be. Mm-hmm. Jamal Lewis will be. Mm-hmm. Mishi Efeti. Yusuf Malumbu. Some nice comments here for you, Chris. Edward. Chris's hair always looks really nice. Where does he get it cut?
Is he being sarcastic?
No, because there's then a question from Max who says, what does Chris ask for at the barbers
They
these
must
days?
be pals. That
Looking
can't be
dapper.
Right.
Have you ever considered a fresh trim, Jack? Well, I definitely need a trim. I can assure you of that. And I'm getting one on Wednesday from my Lebanese barber in Clapham.
Who gives you more than a haircut?
He does. He gives me a coffee. He's brilliant. Absolutely brilliant.
Well, if you're being serious,
they are, because Max and Edward do always. They're nice. They're nice lads.
Okay, if they are being serious, Esquire Norwich, which by the way is where Angus Gunn gets his haircut. Esquire Norwich. They're based on Burr Street. Top guys. I'll take the invoice, Dean. Thank you very much.
Matt Sales, favourite holiday destination.
Okay, yeah, I like that from Matty.
Yeah, coming in.
Great shout.
He is born in Norwich, live in Cambridge, manager at Dr. Martin's.
Decent brand. Very decent brand. You go first.
You've
just booked your ticket somewhere.
Yeah, going to Bali.
Oh, you're such a student. You're such a hipster traveller.
I'm going to find myself there.
Are you?
Yeah.
Okay. Spiritual, yeah.
Also, shout out to the girlfriend, Berlin Beer Festival.
Berlin Beer Festival, okay.
Berlin. Favourite holiday destination so far in my lifetime?
It's got to be Ayia Napa, right?
Vietnam.
Ooh, okay. Didn't expect that.
Glorious.
Really?
Yeah.
How come?
Lovely people,
yeah.
Dirt cheap, amazing views, scenery, nice culture.
Yeah.
Just really liked it.
For me, New York.
Yeah, I would love to go to New York.
New York is just the most ridiculously... It's the James Maddison of holiday destinations. It's something special.
It's not a holiday where you go to relax, though, is it?
No, you don't. You're on your feet every day, walking around, seeing all the sights. But my God, the sights are just ridiculous.
You're an Ibiza fan as well, aren't you?
Yeah.
I don't think people know that you love a little. You're a bit of a raver, aren't you?
No,
you are.
I like house techno music. Right, that's fine.
Yeah,
nothing wrong with that.
You love it.
Cool, good.
I know. So Ibiza must be up there for you as well.
Yeah, Ibiza's up there, but New York in terms of everything, food, everything.
Craig Killett, your mate.
Hey,
our boy Craig. Does Nelson deserve the criticism he's getting from some fans?
That is a baited question, because I know for a fact that he is not a fan of Nelson Oliveira. Okay. But then he did obviously give that ridiculously good shout last week, which I made a point of, we need to get closer to Nelson. We need to give him some more ammunition. We need to feed him how he should be fed, which is on the floor, making runs. He's not the player that's going to be jogging back, trying to hold the ball up.
Who is?
That's not him. Sir Benny.
Big D.
Sir Benny. Nelson Oliveira, does he deserve the criticism? I think it's getting to the point where he is starting to get some... He should be starting to get some criticism because he's not been scoring goals. He's been given ample opportunity in the team, a long enough run of games. He did... Did he hit the crossbar at the weekend?
He came
all the
close.
posts?
He came close.
Unlucky. I think he contributed a hell of a lot more to the team. I think if Nelson Oliveira continues to contribute more to the team, he will end up scoring because he'll just have his confidence back. And at the end of the day, we at the moment have no other option apart from Sir Benny and Big D. What are you laughing at?
Sorry, it's our mate Alex Coleman who's back. This is the man you complimented the bicep of.
I regret that now because I've realised that he's a Sheffield United fan.
So you got a selfie with Mr. Chris Wilder, and he said, "What do you think of this? # respect to the bicep."
By the way, love the hashtag. Love the hashtag.
You know what?
Don't say it. Don't say it.
I don't think I do.
Jack, I can't spend another podcast talking about Chris Wilder. I can't.
But he looks like...
No, I'm just...
If you look at this, he looks like your kind of nice uncle who you go around for a Sunday roast, doesn't he?
He's the kind of uncle... Well, you know what? I'm not even going to say what I'm going to say. No, that's it. I'm staying silent.
We want to keep our ad revenue for this week. Greg Porter, who's... Oh, Greg's a little... Greg's been to Paris.
Hello, girls.
Yes.
Obviously took the missus there.
So-called football purists. The more I play, the luckier I get. Stratford Town, Wolves season ticket holder, doing the 92.
Right.
Great bio.
Yeah, solid bio. Yeah. Hit me. Anyway.
Where was the matchday experience, Jack? Were you having a jolly in Clapham without us? Yes. Yes, I was. Matt Sales. Once again, he's asked 4 questions this week.
Go on, Matt.
Why do people dislike Chris? Some people must feel the same about Jack. I agree, people do. I think the thing with you is, mate, is you do play up to it and you don't care.
Do I?
You infuriate fans and you know you do.
Do I?
Yeah.
I don't know why you think that.
But if people actually like came and got a beer with you, they would realise you're a top banana.
Yeah, I'm up for it. Like, you know, I'm up for a beer. It's fine. At the end of the day, the bottom line is, it doesn't matter if you completely disagree with my opinion, because I love Norwich City through and through. If I was saying things provocatively and I didn't really give a shit about the club, then obviously I would totally be in the wrong. But love Norwich City, always loved them, supported them ever since I was a kid, stood on my chair in the upper Barclay with my old man, lifted me up when we scored, wore a ridiculous Guinness hat and a hooter.
Great pick with Nigel Worthington, by the way.
Great pick with Nigel Worthington. If you haven't seen it, head over to my Twitter account. I'm just passionate, and I refuse to sit to. I refuse to sit on the fence. When it comes to Angus Gunn, I will probably try to be not biased, but I just don't think it's worth sitting on the fence. If I've got an opinion, I'm going to say it how it is, to be honest with you. But thanks, Matt.
You do like going out of your way to annoy opposition fans.
I support Norwich City Football Club, and it is my job to do everything possible to talk about Norwich City in a complimentary manner if I feel so.
Do you hate Leeds?
I think Norwich City Football Club is honestly one of the best clubs in the English League, 1,000,000%. And I think there are a lot of teams out there that are absolutely tin pot, and they deserve
Who
to.
are they?
And they deserve to get it. You know what? I'm going to cool off this week, and I'm not going to hurt their feelings.
But Chris is the loveliest. Everyone needs a Chris Reeve in their life.
Cheers, Jack.
So Matt, that was that. Matt's asked so many questions. Right. Okay. These have got to be quick fire answers.
Okay, go.
Favourite film?
Gladiator.
Gladiator.
Russell Crowe, mate, epic, absolutely epic.
I'm going to go with.
Did you hang on? Whoa, on that note,
Gladiator. I wasn't.
Did you see the GIF? Have you seen Gladiator?
Yeah, I've seen it.
Did you see my GIF when Stuart Webber made all the signings? Are you not entertained?
Another clipped up version.
Yeah, fine. Superb.
All of the kind of the accounts who do this, like the football Twitter, like Majestic Maddison, Vintage Vrancic.
Yeah.
That's just been clipped up.
Can someone?
And,
I actually want.
What was the other one?
Up.
Silky Sabreni. I think I saw. I think I might make an account like Hanley's head or something.
Hanley's head.
Yeah.
I actually want them to be clipped up. I think that'd be pretty funny.
Yeah. Favourite album?
Mumford & Sons.
Oh, yeah, you do like Mumford & Sons.
Their original. Forgive me for not knowing. Babel? Is it called Babel?
It's not called Forgive Me for Not Knowing, is it? Imagine if it was.
Let me just get back to
you. You went to see Mumford & Sons with Mystic Manson, didn't you?
Yeah, I'm into my house tech, but I absolutely I've always loved Mumford & Sons. I think I just enjoy their melodies.
Favourite album at the moment?
Go on, hit me.
Not my favourite album. I'll tell you what, actually. Favourite album of 2017, Loyal Kana. Yesterday's Gone.
You are such a hipster. By the way, I don't actually like. I mean, the only kind of hipster.
No, he's not really rappy. He's more like.
You love your rap, don't you?
I do like a bit of rap.
Yeah, it's quite
but
nice.
I also kind of like soul.
Yeah,
and like a bit of Motown, a bit of like
Heart Club Classics kind of vibe.
Like Kiss. I'll listen to Kiss sometimes.
I'll listen to everything, but you know.
Oh, I tell you, what I do love Dua Lipa. She's my girl.
Really?
I love
Guilty pleasure.
No, not even guilty.
Sigh No More. Mumford & Sons Sigh No More, released in 2009, classic. And also their most recent one. The most recent one.
What's the one with the African vibe on? What game did we listen to that to? It was London.
Yeah, Mumford & Sons. It's called Johannesburg. It's an EP. It's kind of got an orangey red.
What game did we listen to that to? Was it West Ham when we drew 2-2?
Quite possibly. It's got some kind of South African vibes going on. Love it. Absolutely love it.
My favourite film.
I love just a really throbby set from Carl Cox, though, to be honest.
A throbby set.
Carl Cox, Sam Devine, someone really, Kolsch. Love all those guys.
You love a throbby set.
You love Grant Hanley's head.
Happy Gilmore, my favourite film.
Oh, nice, cool.
That wasn't the question. It was of 2017, but I can't think of any.
Quick fire, Jack.
Is the playoffs back on?
Yeah.
Possibly. Dare to dream. If you don't dream, what's the point in living?
Clip that up.
Do you think we need another striker?
No. Do you? Sir Benny?
No.
Good.
Let me find one more quick fire one to go with. Should we be playing at home with a 3-4-3 or whatever it is at the moment?
Yeah,
quick fire, please.
Yeah.
But we're not winning games at home.
What formation did you say?
The one we're playing at the moment.
Oh no, I don't. I think we need to mix it up at home.
With what?
I think we need to play 2 up top.
Okay, Serbanian and Nelson.
Yep.
Good. That was good, mate. Middlesbrough up next. Score prediction.
You know what I love about this Middlesbrough is the fact they've got Pulis. I don't like Pulis.
Bloody hell, they have.
But I just love the fact that Norwich fans hate him. It's like,
why do we hate him?
He wears the club shop. He wears the club shop.
I've never understood that chant because he's a football manager.
Oh, Tony Pulis. He wears the club shop.
Like, if there's any job it's acceptable to turn up to in a tracksuit, it's a football manager.
But he does wear the whole club shop. Like, everything.
Does, yeah.
Like, I could imagine him wearing... I almost said Stoke City then. I can imagine him wearing Middlesbrough socks.
Oh, yeah, sorry, I'm getting confused.
We're playing Middlesbrough
We are
this
playing
week.
Middlesbrough, yeah. We are.
I think Tony Pulis will do what every team does when they come to Carrow Road this season, it seems. They'll sit tight, they'll try and be organised and defend, and they'll hit us on the break.
How do we break that down? That's the $1 million question, isn't it?
They've got some bloody good players as
have.
well.
Johnny Howson.
Oh, yeah, and I sincerely hope, and I know that they will, I hope, and I know that Johnny Howson will get a good reception this weekend.
100%.
What a player he's
I hope
been.
he has a crap game, though.
Yeah, me too. Well, he will, because he's playing against Tommy Tribal. Is he back?
Tommy T is fit.
Boom. Johnny Howson.
You know what I'm not feeling?
Go on.
Tom Tribal growing his hair out.
No, love that. No, love it. Really love it. Have you seen the picture on his Instagram, like old school Tommy T? Have you seen it?
Yeah,
he looks like
he
looks like an absolute boy with a long barnet.
Oh, actually, yeah. If he's going to go long, go long.
Yeah, love it.
The motto of life. Chris, I will see you on Saturday.
Yeah, see you there, mate.
Matchday experience, loads of videos this week. Hopefully, I won't be having a jolly in Clapham this week. I will be having a jolly at Carrow Road when we beat Middlesbrough. Thanks very much for watching. If you're on iTunes, give us a 5-star review or a 4-star review, or if you really hated it, give us a 3-star review. No lower than that, please. You don't want to kill our average.
Thank you.
Any last words? Any inspirational messages?
James Maddison, believe the hype.
Willamots, phone me.